Good evening and thank you for joining us. One of the top leaders of global technology in Hong Kong today. Jensen Huang, the founder and CEO of chipmaker Nvidia, is in town to receive an honorary doctorate degree from the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. Nvidia boasts a dominant position in the AI chip industry, commanding an estimated 85% of market share. Upon receiving the degree, Huang proclaimed the dawn of the AI era. He also said despite changes in the political climate, he believes global tech cooperation will carry on. Jensen Huang is the founder of Nvidia, a leading supplier of AI chips to many top technology companies worldwide. Huang came to Hong Kong to receive an honorary doctorate of engineering from the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. Born in Taiwan and having emigrated to the U.S. at an early age, Huang founded Nvidia in 1993, which helped to accelerate the development of artificial intelligence. In his speech, Huang said AI is ushering in a new wave of industrial revolution.
The age of AI has started.
A game-changing start as well.
AI is certainly the most important technology of our time, and potentially of all times. We've had the benefit and the great joy and privilege of watching the amazing technology industry form in China. The whole world is reset. You're at the starting lines with everybody else. An industry is being reinvented. New industries are being created. You now have the instruments necessary to advance science in so many different fields. The greatest challenges of our time, unimaginable challenges to overcome in the past, all of a sudden seem possible to tackle.
Despite Trump's comeback to the White House and tightening curbs on China's advanced computing products expected, Huang believes they won't affect global tech cooperation.
I don't know what's going to happen with the new administration, but whatever happens, we'll balance simultaneously compliance with laws and policies, continue to advance our technology and support and serve customers all over the world. We'll continue to do that, and we'll be able to do that just fine.
Huang added Hong Kong's AI development is world-class and AI research papers of Hong Kong universities are among the top most cited globally. Huang said he looks forward to Hong Kong's latest development in the field of AI down the road. Joining Huang in receiving the honorary doctorates was Hong Kong movie legend Tony Leung. Leung hopes the government can increase funding to support the development of the city's movie industry. Also receiving the honorary doctorates were Nobel laureate in chemistry Michael Levitt and American mathematician David Mumford, who is a Fields Medal winner renowned for his work in algebraic geometry. The Kowloon Sports Park held its third test event today, involving some 5,000 participants. Scenarios organized today include authorities handling visitors who carried illegal items while entering the facility's youth sports ground. The trial also covered incidents such as injuries and other emergency situations. Timothy Lee tells us more.
The Kowloon Sports Park's third test event once again opened to gloomy weather, but this time it's intentional. 1,000 umbrella-carrying participants in the trial were arranged to test the entry time to the stadium under poor weather conditions. The event, which started at 3:30 p.m., separated all 5,000 participants into smaller groups to test the entry process to the Kowloon Youth Sports Ground.
Under today's arrangement, scores of people continue to be escorted by police officers from the Songwon-Toi MTR station to the Kowloon Youth Sports Ground as of this afternoon.
In addition to police presence, Secretary for Culture, Sports and Tourism Kevin Yeung also made his way to the sports ground to observe the situation. In the security check scenario, visitors were requested to pass through a metal detector while security personnel searched their belongings. Some participants carrying water bottles and knives were made to discard such items. Wheelchair users were permitted to use a special entry pathway. The entire event was arranged as a stress test for the Kowloon Youth Sports Ground when dealing with its maximum limitation of visitors, as well as cross-departmental communication capabilities. Among the 5,000 participants, 4,500 were civil servants. During the test, St. John ambulance personnel promptly arrived on site to provide assistance during a scenario involving injured individuals. The injured were placed on stretchers before taken away via ambulance. Secretary for Security Chris Tang noted the smoothness of the entire operation, adding that authorities were efficient in handling individuals who carried illegal items into the park. The entire exercise is set to end at around 8:45 p.m. Timothy Lee, TVB News.
Hong Kong Disneyland said the number of visitors from Southeast Asia increased by 15% in the past 3 months year-on-year. The park said the number of guests from Southeast Asia and India increased by 20% compared with pre-pandemic periods. The proportion of guests from the international market staying at Disneyland hotels also surged by nearly 50% year-on-year. It added tourist numbers from Indonesia and Malaysia could peak around spring next year. Meanwhile, Disneyland is offering Muslim guests with more Muslim-friendly facilities and menus at the park and their hotels. They include halal-certified menus at the hotels. There is a quiet room at Mystic Point for prayers and meditation, with a Qibla directional sign inside, so guests will know where to face during the prayers. A total of 502 people were named in this year's honors list for their contributions to Hong Kong. The award ceremony was held at Government House today. The honors were presented at Government House by Chief Executive John Lee on Saturday.
Grand Bohemia Medal.
5 people received the Grand Bohemia Medal, the top honor including lawmaker Martin Liao, who's also a non-official member of the Executive Council and serves as a LegCo convener. The government commended him for facilitating the passage of major bills, including the Safeguarding National Security Bill. Another recipient, veteran political commentator Professor Lau Siu-kai, was recognized by the government for his dedication to promoting public policy research and strengthening the implementation of the one country, two systems principle. Professor Lee Chak-fan, an expert in geotechnical engineering and water conservancy, was praised for his roles in key national projects. Also receiving the top accolade were Peter Lee, chairman and managing director of Henderson Land, and Fujian community leader Lam Shu-chit.
Gold Bohemia Star.
12 people were awarded the Gold Bohemia Star. They include lawmaker Priscilla Leung and Sino Group chairman Robert Ng. There are also 24 recipients of the Silver Bohemia Star. They include seasoned journalist Lo Wing-hung. Veteran actor Bowie Wu-fong was among the 40 Bronze Bohemia Star recipients. The 92-year-old was commended for being respected and loved by the industry and his commitment to promoting elderly care. Superstar Andy Lau was awarded the Silver Bohemia Star but was not present at the ceremony.
Medal for Bravery, Silver.
In April this year, Vincent So-Yut Leung died saving a girl who fell into the sea in Apley Chau. The citizen was posthumously awarded the Silver Medal of Valor in recognition of his gallantry and selflessness. The honor was received by his son. The expansion work for the Legislative Council complex has been completed. Lawmakers could begin moving into their new offices starting today. The complex's expansion from 10 to 14 floors aimed to facilitate the increased number of lawmakers. LegCo President Andrew Leung was seen thanking the construction team for completing the project days ahead of schedule. Unlike the previous offices, the latest additions apply the Modular Integrated Construction Method, otherwise known as MIC. This, as the garden located on the complex's 11th floor, is expected to be completed next March. Hong Kong's twin panda cubs celebrate their 100 days after being born at Ocean Park. Ocean Park also revealed that the 2 giant pandas, Anan and Keke, being gifted by Beijing, will greet the public next month at the earliest. Many visited Ocean Park today, donning panda headbands or carrying panda plushies in celebration of the pandas 100 days old. Visitors also received red eggs, which are served to celebrate the birth of the twin cubs. For the first time, Ocean Park broadcasts a panda baby's life. The older sister, weighing 5.3 kilograms now, seen fast asleep. Then the younger brother, now weighing 5.5 kilograms, could be seen trying to move closer to his sister. The government said it will host a series of activities to promote the panda economy alongside the tourism board. They include TV promotion videos, outdoor advertisements, and carnivals. The shift in U.S. politics was clear as President Biden held a dinner to thank those who have helped him during his tenure, while Donald Trump continues to pick the people that will run the next administration. Scott Bessent will be Treasury Secretary. David Garrett reports.
Outgoing US President Joe Biden hosting a dinner a week before Thanksgiving.
Jill and I are hosting this dinner tonight for a very simple reason. Say thank you. Thank you to so many dear friends.
A night for donors and supporters where Biden said despite the Democrats losing the election, his reign had not been in vain.
We never could have gotten as much done as we did without you. And that's not hyperbole. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Maybe the most important thing you've done is lend your name, your reputation, your character to this effort. It's more than just saying we're for that administration. You put yourself on the line.
Applause for the man who stepped aside, for the man who picked Kamala Harris, for the man who was on the losing side that was trounced by Trump.
Serving as President of the United States has been the honor of my life.
Biden urged Democrats to believe there will be better days ahead.
That's because in the history of the journey of America, the America of our dreams, is calling us to stay engaged, to never give up.
Soon it will be Donald Trump's time again. The president-elect will be in the White House in January. His cabinet is taking shape. Billionaire hedge fund manager Scott Bessent is to be Treasury Secretary. The 62-year-old Trump donor was a sharp critic of Biden's economic policy and alarming government spending. This came hot on the heels of Pam Bondi being named U.S. Attorney General after Matt Gaetz withdrew after damaging allegations related to sexual relationships, which he denies. As Trump met NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte in Florida, Trump chose Alex Wong as Principal Deputy National Security Advisor. Trump noted in his first term, Wong was not only in charge of East Asia and Pacific affairs, but also assisted him in talks with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. David Garrett, TVB News.
The United Nations annual climate talks pushed into overtime in Baku, Azerbaijan on Saturday under a cloud of anger and disappointment. This as negotiators at COP29 fell well short of a deal on money for developing nations to curb and adapt to climate change. A draft of the final agreement on Friday pledged $250 billion annually by 2035, more than double the previous goal of $100 billion set 15 years ago. It's so far short of the annual $1 trillion plus that experts say is needed. Negotiators from the European Union, the United States, and other nations try to thrash out a new version of the deal. Some experts say that without enough money, poorer countries suffering the effects of climate change will be hit even harder by floods, droughts, and extreme heat. And in Hong Kong, some youngsters also had a special flying experience. In support of the government's Drive and Rise program, Cathay Pacific took more than 180 students and mentors to the sky. Celine Chen was on the flight.
Students stopped by the boarding gate for a selfie right before they took off, and this flight's destination was pretty close. This Boeing 777 plane carried 180 students and mentors off this Drive and Rise program, and they enjoyed a flight in the skies above Hong Kong. It was most of the participants' first plane ride. Does it feel different looking down from above?
At this traveling, I saw many special views of the Hong Kong, and I'm excited to see the skies of the Hong Kong.
Although the entire journey only lasted for 90 minutes, students could still enjoy the full flight experience, including the in-flight meal. Chief Secretary Eric Chen gave out souvenirs to participants on the plane. The Chief Secretary called on more mentors to join the program, hoping to create a better future for the city's teenagers. Celine Chan, TVB News.
And that's the news. Thank you for watching.